This is Dr. Eric live. We're here with a video podcast. I think it's number 217. That's how many days we've been at this. Hello, Susan. Hello, Kit. I'm giving you my full doctor look tonight because I was guest speaker for a legacy event, and I talked about the endocannabinoid system. We talked about the criminalization and the decriminalization of hemp. I was very flattered by one of the pillars of this organization. Went and bought about 5 of my books to give to her partners, one for herself, and one as a prize for someone that answered the proverbial question of what year was cannabis sativa L criminalized. So what I've done, so that there was after multiple attempts, someone did get it, okay. But this is my doctor apparel, okay, bow tie and all, and hopefully we'll give you some benefits of it tonight because I pulled a new article off. Kit and I got involved in a discussion earlier today, not a discussion as much as a reckoning, that she sent me a URL of a company that is working on CBG, and I'm working on CBG, and see how many parts CBG we can get with CBD. Okay, I think we've talked plenty about the CBDA that we're getting now, and we're going to be able to market it. And I wrote it down today. I ordered new jars and bottles today to get this 1,000 milligram in. I talked to my son-in-law, who is my filter expert. He's my power person, actually. Graduated from from one of the top schools in the state of Maine in power, and that's what he does now. But he also understands filtration, and he has set up a filtration system for me, and he's going to come by Monday, and we're going to filter that 4.5 gallons of two-path that we've made. Last week I have 60 more pounds of oil coming in that should be here on Monday, and so we will have the laboratory in full mode next week. What I said earlier in the day when I was the guest speaker is that I appreciate and respect the farmers of the world because of how hard they work. Now, they may have a shortened period, but I know that I spent 16 to 17 hours a day for 150 days, okay, about 4 months in the field and to a point of getting things harvested. So it's so you might not think a lot of that, but then the rest of the year, I'm sure there are many other things. I was just only interested in cultivating the hemp. So that took that 150 days, but there's 365 days in a year. And in addition to that, farms usually have cows, and they have hay, and they have chickens and hogs and many other things that may well put them into that same 16-hour day. But what I thought I would talk about a little bit tonight is a article that has come out as of today talking about the antibodies. People are somehow believing, and let me show you the topic, and you can see that they're speculating that the antibodies that when people get the coronavirus, they have antibodies that they develop, and those antibodies they think that they can use to help other people in convalescent plasma. And this plasma, what they found in this study is that the antibodies that help to fight infections and bacteria and viruses, there's a very quick diminution, there's a very quick downward trend of these antibodies. So So you have to understand that. I hope I'm still on. I say I'm live. Someone, Susan, says that she lost me, and hopefully you'll get back on, Susan. Um, but we're talking about these antibodies that are developed because the body's natural reaction is to develop antibodies against a foreign substance. And if people get it in a mild fashion, if they get this infection in a mild fashion, they can develop antibodies, and they don't call out the stormtroopers that we talked about earlier. We talked about the stormtroopers known as a cytokine storm, and people that have mild situations, they've been donating plasma. They've been trying to use this plasma, but you have to understand. You have to understand that you have to do this after the virus dissipates in the body and before the antibodies go away. And so it's a delicate battle. It's a delicate balance, because you don't want to take plasma that's infected with virus and give it to the people. Okay. So this is where the balance is in trying to say that don't have the virus. You're not shedding the virus anymore, but you still have the antibodies. But during the shedding of the virus, the antibodies start dissipating rather quickly. So when people say that they have an immunity, we don't know how long that immunity really is for, or otherwise. What we want to do on this video podcast every night is to profess one thing. Have you had your daily vitamin CBD today to help reduce the chronic low-grade inflammation of the body, to help and support your immune system? That's our statement is the elevator pitch, okay? And a lot of people don't understand that the elevator pitch had to be short because the owner of the company or the boss or the president riding to the top, that's the only time that you might have had the interaction with that person, is on the elevator riding up to his office. So you didn't have a long time. So when you see people, you ask them, have you had your daily vitamin CBD today to help reduce your chronic low-grade inflammation, to support your immune system? Now, that's going to confuse the hell out of them more times than not. But, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And that's to say that, each night that I come to you, and I'm in my full regalia tonight, my full doctoral regalia, the old proverbial white coat, and I wore a bow tie for my entire practice. I learned very early in my internship that you didn't want to wear a tie. Okay, and as a matter of fact, the tie is the dirtiest thing in the doctor's office, in a male doctor's office. Females can wear ties as well, but when you think about it, it hits everything. And I have never gotten food on my bow tie. If I do, then that's a bad sign, because I'm drooling. But nevertheless, we want you to continue to take it on a daily basis. I believe, and I expressed today, that I think that American society is in a deprivation. Beside us not following the normal rules to mitigate this virus. Okay, we have 20% of the infections where we only exist in 4% of the population, and you have to understand that they took out a whole species of plant known as Cannabis sativa L that's been around for 8,000 years, and the United States isolated and took it out. Okay, from 1937 up until 2020. So about 30 years, okay, 50, 70 or more years, it was taken out of our diet. And I think there's some consequences, and I think that one of them is the fact that our immune system is not working to its fullest extent. And that's why we have conjured our credo around the immune system, to support the immune system. We can't make any medical claims, but we certainly can entice people to support something. And we can say that vitamin CBD supports the immune system by virtue of reducing the chronic low-grade inflammation. And we're finding that people with COVID-19 are having a lot of problems post-infection with low-grade chronic inflammation, and they believe that people are getting an encephalitis, getting something called a brain fog, where they can't really, think, consciously. So please take your daily vitamin CBD. It is a autonomic, it's a regulatory neurotransmitting component that the cannabinoids feed. Okay, we make two of the cannabinoids known as anandamide and 2-AG. I've said it many times in this video podcast on a nightly basis. And once we keep using the language, you'll get used to the language and it won't seem so foreign to you. So I just wanted to come on tonight, this Saturday night, wish you all a good weekend. Please be safe. Please don't let your guard down. This virus is absolutely unbelievably contagious, and we don't know the long-term effects. So take your daily vitamin CBD, okay, wear your mask, do your social distancing, okay, wash your hands as often as you can, and let's stay well, because I want you to see what I'm going to be doing with my new biomass, my CBG biomass, and I want you to be the first to know about it and the first to be able to get it. I have some people on. Hey, Ron, I saw your name pop up a little earlier. Ron and his significant other believes in it in a big way. And I got a phone call from Minnesota today of a sales rep that was with me 40 years ago, and he says this stuff is unbelievable. It works. I feel the best I've felt in years. So we'll take all of those anecdotal accolades and we'll try to turn it into a clinically significant situation in the future. But this is Dr. Eric I. Mitchell signing off tonight, and thanking you very much for coming on. Please share this, please like this, and I'll see you tomorrow, God willing. Please, thank you, and out.